Why, hello, Geography peeps. By the way, you can get this Geography Now merch like this Geography Now t-shirt and this Geography Now mug at geographynow.com. Not selling out if it's your brand. Anywho, so about 10 years ago, I started YouTube's very first fully dedicated geography channel. Now, granted, there were other channels that had like geography content on them, but it was like mixed educational channels or like channels where it was just like 10 fun facts or something. You know, over the past 10 years, you know, there's been a lot of Geography Now react videos or like parody videos or like people kind of take information that came from Geography Now videos and put it in their videos, kind of piggybacking off of what I did. And, you know, there's been a lot of other geography channels that have been spurred off after Geography Now. You know, that's great. You know, I don't own the concept of geography. You're free to do whatever you want on YouTube. And, you know, that's cool and all, but, you know, once every so often, I just kind of have to go back to my roots and remind everybody that I'm the real mother OG. I started this. Okay? I'm the godfather of geography on YouTube. Don't play with me. Oh wow, Barbs, that was such a brash and bold claim. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Okay, fine, I will. So I did this thing about 6 years ago where I memorized every country in the world blindfolded. Well, let's kick it up a notch. How about I do the capitals of every country in the world blindfolded? And for this list, I'm going to be doing the 193 UN recognized sovereign states. All right, so I'm going to do this all in one shot to prove to you that I'm not cheating. There's nothing on the floor. There's nothing, like there's a little TV, but I'm not gonna turn it on. There's nothing around me. No way I can cheat. I'm gonna do this all in one shot. So one of my only few skills that I have is I have a really good photographic memory. So in my brain, I can picture the map. And as long as I know where the country is, I can memorize what the capital is. So all I gotta do is take the image of the world in my brain, and then I should be good. So I'm gonna do this all in one shot, okay? Let me just adjust this a little bit. One shot, all the countries, okay? And my audio is on. So I'm gonna blindfold myself with this buff, okay? So it's actually pretty tight. Let me just adjust this. Okay, I'm gonna fold it once and fold it again. Okay, so I can't see anything through here, and even if I could, it's really tight, so I can't even open my eyes right now. It's really tight, so I am blindfolded, I can't see anything, and let's just do this, okay? All the countries, capitals of the world. All right. Ottawa, Canada, Washington, D.C., USA, Mexico City, Mexico, Guatemala City, Guatemala, San Salvador, El Salvador, Belmopan, Belize, and then we get to Tegucigalpa, Honduras, Managua, Nicaragua, San Jose, Costa Rica, Panama City, Panama, all right? And now let's move on to the Caribbean. Larger Antilles. We got Jamaica with Kingston, Havana, Cuba. We have Port-au-Prince, Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Don't forget Bahamas up in the Lucayan Archipelago up north with Nassau. I could technically do Turks and Caicos, which is an overseas territory of the UK. The capital is called Cockburn Town, but that's irrelevant. That's not a country. Anyway, let's move on. Lesser Antilles, we have all the way up north. We have St. John's, Antigua and Barbuda. We have Basse-Terre for St. Kitts and Nevis. I've been there, beautiful place. Little down south, we have Roseau, Dominica, further south from that. By the way, there's islands in between, but they're overseas territories of France, like Guadeloupe and Martinique, but those aren't countries. But then you get St. Lucia, which is Castries. Then you get Kingstown, capital of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Then we have St. George's, the capital of Grenada, and Port of Spain, capital of Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, what's that? Off to the east, that little secluded island, Barbados, capital Bridgetown. Yeah, that's right, we got that. Okay. And that is all of categorically North and Central and Caribbean America. All right, now let's move on to South America. Bogota, Colombia, Caracas, Venezuela, Georgetown, Guyana, Paramaribo, Suriname, Quito, Ecuador, Lima, Peru, Brazil, Brazil, Asuncion, Paraguay, Sucre, and La Paz for Bolivia. Both cities have administrative power over the country. And then we have Santiago, Chile. We have Buenos Aires, Argentina, and Montevideo, Uruguay. I believe that is all of the Americas. Scanning, I don't think I missed anything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to Europe. We have Reykjavik, Iceland. We have Dublin, Ireland, London, UK, Oslo, Norway, Stockholm, Sweden, Copenhagen, Denmark, Helsinki, Finland. Let's do the Baltics. Okay, Moscow, Russia, it's right there. Baltics time. Tallinn, Estonia. Riga, Latvia. Vilnius, Lithuania. Minsk, Belarus. Kyiv, Ukraine. Chisinau, Moldova. And Bucharest, Romania. Sofia, Bulgaria. And okay, let's get out of this region. Let's go back to Western Europe. Where were we? Central Europe, actually. Warsaw, Poland. Berlin, Germany. Amsterdam / The Hague, Den Haag, Netherlands. And then Brussels, Belgium. Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. And then Paris, France. Madrid, Spain. Lisbon, Portugal. And let's do all the micro-states. Okay, Andorra la Vella, Andorra. Monaco. Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Valletta, Malta. Nicosia, Cyprus. San Marino, and little extra bonus Vatican City, even though it's an observer state of the UN, but we'll just, it's a little bonus extra. Okay, Vatican City. And then, okay, I think that's all the micro states. We already did Luxembourg. Okay, cool. Okay, moving on. Rome, Italy, and then we have Switzerland. Technically doesn't have a real capital, but de facto is Bern. Bern is the de facto capital of Switzerland. And Vienna, Austria, okay, right under Germany. Then we forgot Prague, Czech Republic, Bratislava, Slovakia, and then right over there is Budapest, Hungary, not Bulgaria. Hungary has Budapest, and then right below that is Belgrade, Serbia. Moving on a little bit more, we have Zagreb, Croatia, Ljubljana, Slovenia. And then Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Moving down a little south, we have Tirana, Albania, Podgorica, Montenegro. And then hooking over to the other side, we have Greece, Athens, and Skopje. Skopje, Macedonia. Okay. I think that is everything in Europe. Skopje. Did I miss any? Bulgaria, okay, got all that. Scanning, I'm looking at the map in my head. I got Hungary, okay, I think I got everything, okay. Well, I guess you could also consider part of Turkey, part of Europe. So in that case, Ankara, Turkey, not Istanbul, don't make that mistake. And then, of course, right next to Turkey, you have Georgia and Yerevan. Okay, Yerevan, Armenia, Tbilisi, Georgia, and Baku, Azerbaijan. Which touches Tehran, Tehran, Iran. Okay, let's get out of this area. Let's just go to Africa. Africa's right there. Okay, Africa, Egypt, Cairo, Libya, Tripoli, Tunisia, Tunis, Algeria, Algiers, Rabat, Morocco. Now we go to the central Saharan states. We have Nouakchott, Mauritania. There's 6 of them. Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, Bamako, Mali, N'Djamena, Chad, and Niamey, Niger, and Khartoum, Sudan, Juba, South Sudan. Eritrea has Asmara, Djibouti City, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Mogadishu, Somalia. Let's just finish East Africa. Okay, Kenya has Nairobi, Tanzania has Dodoma, Uganda, Kampala, Rwanda, Kigali, Burundi, Gitega. They just changed their capital. It used to be Bujumbura, now it's Gitega. Okay, I think that's most of East Africa. I mean, I guess we could also go a little further. Mozambique has Maputo. I don't know why Mozambique is part of the Commonwealth of Nations, but they decided to join. Okay, Mozambique. Okay, let's. I guess Lilongwe, Malawi. Okay, if I go further, it's gonna go into South Africa. Okay, so let's do West Africa. Dakar, Senegal. Banjul, Gambia, Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Freetown, Sierra Leone, Monrovia, Liberia, Yamoussoukro, Ivory Coast, Accra, Ghana, Lomé, Togo, Porto Novo, Benin, Abuja, Nigeria, Cameroon, Yaoundé, and Banjul, Central Africa. Bangui, Central African Republic. I should know that, I've been there. Central African Republic, okay, and then now we're in the real Central African area. Right below Cameroon is Equatorial Guinea, Malabo, although they are thinking of changing their capital to Ciudad de la Paz in the mainland area. That's another thing. Okay, and then Gabon, which has Libreville, okay, and then the 2 Congos, RC and DRC, Brazzaville and Kinshasa. Okay, now we're in the Southern Africa region. Okay, Zambia, Lusaka, Zimbabwe, Harare, Botswana, Gaborone, Angola, Luanda, Namibia, Windhoek. Okay, did I miss anything? Okay, I already said Malawi, Lilongwe. Okay, Mozambique. Okay, Botswana, boom, boom. Okay, now we're in the last ones in the mainland continent. Okay, so Eswatini is Mbabane, Lesotho is Maseru, and South Africa has three capitals, three judicial, executive, and legislative. They are Bloemfontein, Cape Town, and Pretoria. Now we go to the islands, Antananarivo, Madagascar, Victoria, Seychelles, Port Louis, Mauritius, and Moroni, Comoros, Praia, Cape Verde, and Sao Tome, Fort Sao Tome and Principe. I believe that is all of Africa. Scanning. Did I miss anything? I got the Central African Republic. I got all this stuff in the middle. I believe I got everything. Okay, cool. Now let's go back to Asia. Okay, let's do, I guess, the Middle East because it's closest. Jerusalem, Israel, Beirut, Lebanon, although East Jerusalem is also kind of considered a capital for the Palestinian territories, but it was also technically Ramallah, but that's a whole other story. We're not going to get into that. Amman, Jordan, Damascus, Syria, Baghdad, Iraq, and I already said Tehran, Iran, but that's not really Middle East, whatever you want to consider it. Anyway, let's do the Gulf now. Kuwait City, Kuwait, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Manama, Bahrain, Doha, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, UAE, and then we have Sana'a, Yemen, and then Muscat, Oman, and that is the Gulf. Let's move on a little further, okay? Central Asia, let's do Kazakhstan, Astana, and wow, I just had a brain freeze. Tashkent, Uzbekistan, Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, Dushanbe, Tajikistan, and Ashgabat, Turkmenistan. I've been there, beautiful city, Turkmenistan, okay? Kabul, Afghanistan, Islamabad, Pakistan, and now we're in the Indian subcontinent, okay? Let's do India, New Delhi, okay? Not Mumbai, New Delhi, just remember that. Nepal, Kathmandu, Bhutan, Thimphu, Bangladesh, Dhaka, Sri Lanka is Sri Jayawardenapura Kotte. It used to be called Colombo, but if you could do the old, both are acceptable, but and the new one is technically the correct one. Malay for Maldives, okay, that is the Indian subcontinent, right? We did Bangladesh, okay. Now East and Southeast Asia, okay, China, Beijing, Pyongyang, North Korea, Seoul, South Korea, Tokyo, Japan, okay. All right, that's East Asia, Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, okay, yeah, almost missed that one, can't miss that one. All right, now we are in Southeast Asia, starting with Naypyidaw, Myanmar, Bangkok, Thailand, Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Vientiane, Laos, and Hanoi, Vietnam, okay. Manila, Philippines, way off there in the distance, okay. Disputed with China, Taiwan, not going to get into that because it's an observer state, but yeah, anyway, Taipei for that, but not going to get into it. I don't want to piss off anybody. I already have, whatever, it's my life. Anyway, okay, so that's Southeast Asia. Moving on to even souther, Eastern Asia, what's it called? Nusa Tenggara, no, what's it called? The whole archipelago, whatever. Indonesia, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Singapore, Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei, Dili, East Timor, and I think that is categorically all of Asia. Am I scanning? I think I got everything, okay. All right, let's move on. Oceania, the most difficult region. Let's do Melanesia. There's 4 countries, okay. There's Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby, Ngurulmud, Palau, oh no wait, that's Micronesia. Let's just do Micronesia first, okay. Ngurulmud, Palau, Palikir, Micronesia, Federated States of Micronesia, Majuro, Marshall Islands, okay. Now let's do Melanesia, Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby, I already said that. Honiara, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu has Port Vila, obviously. Australia, New Zealand have Canberra and Wellington, okay. And Fiji has Suva, okay. Now, there's only a few Polynesian islands remaining. They are the southernmost, Tonga, which is Nuku'alofa, Samoa, which is Apia, Tuvalu has Funafuti, And then you go up a little more north and you get the confused half Micronesian, half maybe Polynesian islands of Kiribati, which has Tarawa. And Nauru technically doesn't have an official capital, but most people say that de facto it is Yaren, because that is where the parliament building is. It's not completely right to call it a capital, but it is de facto. And scanning, I think that is it. Cheers. Ooh, my eyes. It's blurry. Whoa. Whoa. So there you go. Still got it. Never lost it. And this was actually child's play. I could do other stuff too, but we'll save that for next time, all right? So, just got to defend my crown. So in the meantime, stay cool, stay tuned.